Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Today's video I'm very excited to do because I'm going to be talking about my affordable drugstore makeup favorites of the entire year of 2022. It's been a wonderful year of discovering new, more affordable products, and I cannot wait to share them with you. Before we get started, I would like to welcome all the new visitors and viewers to my channel. Hi, my name is Eve and I love all things beauty. If you just discovered my channel, if you love talking about beauty, you ended up on the right video. If you enjoyed this video and if you would like to see more videos in your timeline from me, give this video a like and I invite you to subscribe to my channel. And without further ado, let's dive into my affordable beauty favorites of 2022. I have quite a few products in front of me. I separated them in categories and I will put timestamps underneath this video for you as per usual for your convenience to navigate through. And before we dive in, I want to let you know that I'm a combination oily skin type if you're new here. All these products that I have here in front of me, I've been talking throughout the entire year about here on my channel. Most of these products are not going to come to you as a surprise. A majority of these products I've tried earlier in the year and some I discovered towards the end of the year. However, they quickly made it up to the favorites list. In this video, I did not include any eyeshadow palettes because my eyeshadow ranking for the entire year went out in a separate video. Early in the year, I discovered these two products from NYX, Plump Right About and Marshmallow Primer. Both of these are in deluxe sizes. These are two different types of primers. They have different consistencies and formulation, and they bring different types of benefits to your complexion. This formula is amazing because it is truly plumping. I do notice that it brings that hydration to your skin. Also does not make me greasy throughout the day. And another wonderful feature that I noticed that it does have a gripping effect, which makes your complexion stick to this base really lovely and help with wearability throughout the day. The Marshmallow formula is a little bit more smoothing lotion-like. I notice hydrating and smoothing effect on my complexion. It does have a very light, sweet scent, and I find this to be a dupe for Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. This next face primer I am very excited to talk about because it is finally available for delivery in the United States. This is Sensational 10-in-1 Dream Primer from Catrice. I personally picked it up last year, I think the end of December, beginning of January, when we were traveling in Europe, and this was at that moment European line. After I purchased it, I realized that this product was only available in Europe and was not available in the United States, unfortunately. So I never spoken about this until now. I've used this face primers throughout the entire year and I've never was really able to talk about it on my channel here to share with you guys because you couldn't buy it. To my pleasant surprise, last month I learned that this product is now available for purchase on Amazon for US customers, and I cannot be any happier. Now you will hear me talk about it all the time. This is a 10-in-1 primer. It is a little bit tinted and a little bit glowy. It is smoothing, it is pore blurring. It really helps the wearability of your complexion. Best portion that I love about it, it works with my combination oily skin and with my visible pores without accentuating anything, and it's quite the opposite. It is quite smoothing. This formula does dry down to a very nice smooth surface without feeling sticky. Like with other glowing primers or any type of base products, I usually avoid my T-zone because this is where my pores are more visible, whereas sometimes I have more texture here on my cheeks. And this primer I can apply all over my face and it just does all these amazing things. I just can't rave enough about this. It's the best out of the best with face primer. This next primer I wanted to talk about is actually your under eye primer. This is an under eye primer from Ulta Beauty. It does have like a doe foot applicator like a concealer would. I never hear anybody talk about this product. I would apply it only under my eyes here after my moisturizer but before my complexion product. One stroke under my eye and pat it with my finger. Helps you to smooth out your fine lines. Now I do have minor fine lines around my eyes. Formula feels like a very soft putty that adds that smoothing effect to your complexion. I find that my concealers that I usually would crease much less with this under eye primer. I love testing foundations, and this past year I've tried quite a bit and I was very pleasantly surprised when I tried this formula. My heart could not be any happier and more proud. I feel like a proud mother because I shopped with this store and the brand a lot, and when this foundation was launched and it turned out to be absolutely fabulous formula, I could not be any happier. This was a Complexion Crush Medium Foundation from Ulta Beauty. It apply on skin really beautifully, melt into your skin, it look beautiful, glowy, hydrating, without looking cakey, without looking heavy, without accentuating anything that you might have that you would not want to accentuate. This is a more of that hydrating formula that I do need to get set with a powder. However, it would still be a very nice and long wearing throughout the day for my combination oily skin. I love this foundation. Next two foundations that I wanted to share with you today, they were launched considerably recently. However, the formulas just blew my mind and they quickly made it on my favorites list because they definitely deserve to be here. And I do have dedicated videos for both of those products doing a wear test. True Match Foundation, reformulated formula from L'Oreal, and then a Revlon Illuminance Skin Loving Foundation. Both of these formulas are absolutely fabulous. Wear very well on my combination oily skin. They look beautiful. They really perform like high-end products, both of them, even though the formulas are a little bit different. True Match Foundation is in the shade N2 Neutral Light, and this is like my spot-on best match of complexion product ever. Illuminance foundation is also my pretty good match. Not as spot on, however, it's very, very close to being almost perfect. Both of these have really nice coverage and really nice thin texture with a higher coverage. A True Match formula is a little bit more of your natural finish, and Revlon formula would give you a little bit more luminosity. Now let's move up on our complexion ladder and let's talk about some bronzers. And I have a pale complexion and I love my bronzers. I love to test new bronzers whenever they come out, and this year was not an exception, and I was very pleasantly surprised how many good drugstore affordable products I found. A few of these bronzers that I have in front of me went viral almost, and some of them they did not get attention that they deserve. Two bronzers that I discovered this year from Ulta Beauty. A Full Glow Matte Bronzer and Baked Bronzer. Both of these formulations are different. The Full Glow Matte Bronzer is obviously a glowy matte formula, which is fantastic. It is soft, it is buildable, it blends beautifully, it looks very natural on skin. It is that soft matte formula, however, it has this like beautiful glow from within type of effect, which I absolutely love. This shade is light to medium and it works with my palest complexion really, really well. And the Baked Bronzer was definitely a very wonderful discovery. My initial instinct would be to go with a matte bronzer first and then add a highlighter strategically. With my combination oily skin, I would tend not to reach for the baked formulas. I have a pretty extensive bronzer collection because I wear a bronzer every single day. This formula does have a beautiful subtle glow. It's not glittery at all and it looks really beautiful and luminous on skin. However, it also has a little bit of pigmentation of a bronzer. I would not use it on its own unless I'm very tanned so it doesn't clash with my pale complexion. I would usually use it as a topper for a matte bronzer, but this formula is so beautiful and really performs like a high-end product. This next bronzer got a lot of attention. Cream bronzer from Makeup Revolution, and I got mine in the shade Light. It's just such an effortless application. It blends really easily. If you like to build up the intensity, you can. And also, one thing that I discovered that it goes on a powdered face and blends with no issues at all. How many cream bronzers can really do that? The next absolutely beautiful formula of a powder bronzer that I discovered this year was this infallible bronzer from L'Oreal, and I picked up mine in the shade 250 Light. It is a really nice soft formula that blends really easily, builds up really easily. This wears really well throughout the day without fading. This also provides a smoothing effect. This next product I do want to do an honorable mention to, even though it is no longer available. I discovered it early in the year, back in May, and I've been using it a lot this past year. I did mention it in a few of my videos. However, this is also the brand that I'm interested to try more from for my personal interest. It has a wonderful consistency, very smooth, it is buildable, it is blendable, it is a perfect undertone for my pale complexion. Quite sad that this was discontinued, so I can't really talk about it and recommend it to you anymore. However, I'm definitely keeping my eye on Kiko Milano. I would love to try more complexion products from their brand. Let me know if you tried anything from Kiko Milano, what your take on the brand is, and if you would be interested to see any Kiko Milano products in the future on my channel. Let me show you some of my very favorite highlighters that I really much enjoy this year. Both of them are pretty bright formulas, both really easy to apply with a brush. They are also quite buildable. The first one is a highlight from Rimmel, and mine is in the shade Stardust. This is a gold tone highlighter, and I'm going to show you swatches of both products together in in just a second. This looks like it has a hard pan, however, it is not. It just that cream to powder type of formula is a very buttery and soft from Catrice Modern Glow highlighter in the shade Supreme Rose Beam. The packaging could be better, but this formula is fantastic. This is a Catrice and this is Rimmel. Rimmel formulation is a little bit more on that champagne golder side, and the Catrice formula is a little bit on that silvery rosy, but they're both very smooth, very reflective. They blend seamlessly with the brush on your skin. You do not know where they start, where they finish. It's just a very seamless application. Both of these products are spectacular, and if I did not know what the brand was, I could easily say that these were like $40 highlighters. I have finishing powders, I have powder foundations, I have retouching powders to share with you. I'm gonna start from two powders again from Catrice. This is a poreless perfection powder. Mine does not look pretty because it came to me broken and I had to repress it. A nice sturdy packaging, does have a mirror, and it gives you like the finishing veil. However, it also provides a long wearing effect for my complexion without giving you like an extra layer of powder. It has a slightly bit of a glowy texture to it. It's that beautiful glow from within. It just makes your skin looks so healthy. For my combination oily skin, it is quite difficult to find a glowy product that would be a long lasting, would not accentuate your texture, and would not make you more greasy within a very short period of time. It is a thin, glowy product that almost performs like a soft matte formula. It's amazing. I can't get enough of it. The next one is a Prime and Fine mattifying powder, waterproof formula, shade transparent from Catrice as well. Again, very nice, sturdy packaging, has a mirror, and this is your beautiful retouching powder, or you can set your T-zone with it. This being a mattifying powder, I find it non-powdery, very smoothing, very thin formulation, and also non-drying. I love this. This next powder falls into slightly different category. This is more of your retouching powder, Clean Fresh from CoverGirl in the shade Translucent. I've had this powder for some time now, and then the packaging hasn't failed me yet, so everything is in one piece, and it does have a really nice mirror that I do tend to use when I retouch my T-zone. You may have seen me using this powder in any of my weird test of complexion product videos, even though it looks a white, completely white in a pan, and it does not give you a flashback. The next two products are powder foundations, and again, I'm gonna talk about them together. e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation in the shade 150C Fair, and Maybelline Super Stay Hybrid Powder Foundation. To my opinion, these two are quite similar to each other. Both are really nice and soft. They blend really nicely on skin. Here, this is e.l.f. and this is Maybelline. Pretty smooth on skin. They do have a nice coverage. I can use both of these products as a finishing powder for my complexion, just in a thin layer with a fluffy brush, or I can use them as powder foundation with a little bit of spun concealer here and there if I need to. Both formulas are wonderful, and a nice bonus that they're affordable. Though one of my favorite eyebrow products for 2022 that I also happen to wear today, I discovered very early in the beginning of 2022, and I already happened to repurchase it. Volume and Lift a Brow Mascara from Catrice. I have mine in the shade a medium brown. Everything about this product, the packaging, the brush, the applicator, the consistency, the hold, the formulation, the pigmentation, all the things down the list are all just up my liking. This shade perfectly works for me, for my complexion. I do like myself a little bit of bolder eyebrow look. If you are similar to my complexion but you like a little bit a lighter brow, just go with a lighter shade. I can't remember what the shade is called, but it's either light or blonde, so that shade would be a little bit lighter than this. I personally prefer the bolder look, so this shade perfectly works for me. I did my eyebrows today just with this product. There's absolutely nothing else on my eyebrows. It deposits just enough color. It's not messy. Brush is very nice and stiff and small, that it gives you that precision of color application. I love this, and I see myself repurchasing this in the future. The other brow product that I really have been loving, this has a very interesting texture that it was also new to me, even though I've tried, I think, every single formulation for eyebrow products on this planet Earth. This is a brow wax from Lottie London in the shade Tinted. Because this is a wax, the way you use it, you would need to spray it with a setting spray to loosen it up. One spritz is enough. Then you take a spoolie, rub it on the wax, and then apply it, brush it on your eyebrows. It is a tinted product, so it does give you a little bit of tint to your eyebrows, but not as much as this would. It would give you a more natural effect. If you like a little bit more natural look, however, you do still want that like a medium hold that keeps your eyebrow shape in place throughout the entire day without looking stiff. This product is lovely. It did come with a little brush that I unfortunately lost. I know that this would last me forever. This is definitely a unique product to my brow product collection, and it has a very specific purpose. These e.l.f. No Budge Cream eyeshadows were launched this year, and I picked up 2 shades, Wispy Cloud, which is an opaque white, and Plateau, which is a brown shade. This formula was very interesting because it was marketed as a multifunctional product. You could use it as a base for your eyeshadows, you could use it as an eyeliner. I personally did not enjoy them as a base for my eyeshadows because I found them a little bit too heavy and accentuating the texture of my lids. However, I really enjoy them as eyeliners. I apply them with a very skinny eyeliner brush, which I'm gonna talk about it in just a little bit in my beauty tools section. They just slide on your eye very easily. I use this brown one a lot. Besides that, it does go on your lid very nicely, smoothly, and easily. It does dry out without transferring on your lid if you have like hooded eyes. It doesn't fade throughout the day, or it doesn't transfer for me. It also goes on your waterline. Honorable mentions to these 2 eyeliners. This is Super Precise eyeliner from Essence, Precise Bristle Brush. This is what I use today to create the wing, and I just find this super easy to apply. The formula is very nice. It doesn't run, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't fade, it doesn't crackle. Fantastic formula for just being few bucks. And this product I discovered earlier this year. This is a Kiss Lash Glue Liner. I literally cannot be without this anymore. This does have a very pointed applicator, and this is a 2-in-1 black eyeliner and a glue-in-1 for your lashes. This is the only thing that I've been using since I discovered it, like half through 2022, and I cannot use any other glues anymore after this. First, I draw the eyeliner line, and then I would also apply it on a strip of the lashes, and then once you stick it, nothing moves. It is technically a glue, however, I do not notice it being irritating to my eyes, and I just recently ordered it in a clear color as well. So now let's get into the fun part where we talk about some beauty tools, of course makeup related. And I first want to start, since we were just talking about the glue lash liner, I want to talk about the lash applicator tool. This is by Ulta Beauty. I used to use tweezers to apply my lashes on my false lashes before, until I got this tool, and let me tell you, it literally just applies lashes for you. This is just a perfect curve here to hold your lash, a perfect length to guide the lash once you need to either reposition it or guide it to a specific area. This is just such a game changer. Also discovered the powder puff this year. I thought I was perfectly fine with my sponges and brushes, but this has a very soft, like velvety, cushiony surface. It has this strap to put your fingers through just for a little bit more stability. With this pointed triangle shape, you can really get like under your eyes or over your lid. Fantastic product that I didn't know I needed, but now I use it every day. I also discovered this set of brushes from e.l.f. These came in a set of 3. However, these are also available separately if you just want to pick up one of them. All these 3 brushes were technically created for the putty products that e.l.f. launched. This was made for the putty primer, so hence a spatula. This is a smaller frame stippling brush for putty blush, and this slanted brush was made for putty bronzer. All these 3 brushes are absolutely fabulous. They're really nice quality, they're perfect sizes. So this actually is a perfect bronzing brush, and because it is more on a smaller frame and has this like really nice edging, I find it very easy to contour my nose with it. If I use a cream bronzer, I just kind of go down my nose like this, and it just creates this perfect size of contour lines in the way, and it also is soft enough to also blend that product without me needing to go back with the sponge or my fingers to blend out that bronzer. None of these brushes move complexion underneath, so I really have been loving them. One brush that I mentioned earlier, this is a pointed eyeliner brush, number 51 from Ulta Beauty. A really good quality. The bristles are really nice and put together, and it's really easy to apply those like cream liners, or if you're using anything that's maybe like a glitter eyeliner or anything that comes in the tub that you need something very skinny to pick up with. and this brush is fabulous. I'm genuinely very excited about this find because I was looking for something like this for quite some time. Both of these are basically holders for your strip lashes. This has a full-size mirror. It holds 3 pairs of eyelashes, and I got also a smaller one, maybe like better for traveling, also a mirror, and then a space for 2 pairs of lashes. I just find these super convenient. I keep them both on my vanity. I was somewhat on a low buy in 2022, and if you have seen my recent lipstick collection declutter, you would understand why I was not really purchasing too many lip products this year. However, I still tried some really nice formulas and that I ended up loving throughout the entire year. The first one, and a very, very lovely formula, is this matte lipstick from Milani, the shade Peony. Soft matte finish. I would describe this shade as a neutral pink. It is very flattering and it just really goes with everything. Quite pigmented formula, very comfortable on lips, and has a soft matte finish that does not dry out your lips. Another lipstick formula that I ended up loving this entire year, cream lipstick by LA Girl in the shade Nudie. First of all, I love this color, and second of all, I love this formula. It is very nice creamy formula that gives you a little bit of glow. If you have more wrinkly lips like I do, it does help you to smooth out the texture of your lips. Another nice bonus is that not that many drugstore lipstick formulas smell good, and this one has a very pleasant sweet scent of cocoa. Should I just show you this one? And we know we all love this. This is Juice Gloss from NYX, and I have mine in the shade Pomegranate Cloud. Beautiful sheer formula, but does give you that pomegranate watermelon type of a tint. It is very glossy. It almost looks watery on your lips. Because it is a tinted formula, it looks lovely on its own. However, you can also use it as a topper on any other lip product, and it would give you that beautiful juicy finish. Last but not least, I want to share my affordable lip liners with you that I have really loved this year. If I show you this, would you guys doubt that this was my favorite the entire year? This is a ColourPop lippy pencil in the shade BFF. This is just such a beautiful neutral color. I think I need a refill. It is a very lovely pigmented formula. It applies very easily on your lips. Also has a very nice wearability. So my pencil just does not look the best, but I want to show you that the pencil itself is a little bit more on the larger side. So if you like to fill in your lips with the pencil, this pencil allows you to do that because it's a little bit more on the larger side, and it's nice and soft and creamy. So you can just easily go ahead, fill in your lips, maybe put some lip gloss, or maybe just leave it as is, and you're good to go. The other favorite that became my favorite really quickly is this automatic lip liner from Ulta Beauty. This is in the shade Bare specifically. I purchased 2 of these pencils in the neutral shades, but this specific shade Bare is very special. The formula itself is really nice. It's creamy, but it's not too creamy. It's not too slippery. It's very easy to apply or fill in your lips. Quite similar to the ColourPop one. However, this specific shade is that true perfect neutral that is not too pink, it's not too brown, it's not too dark, it's not too light. It's just the perfect medium that goes with everything. If I don't have time to choose a specific pencil that I need, I just go for this. It's almost like a universal pencil that works well with my complexion, and I can put any other lip product on top of it and it's gonna look good. Okay, this sums up my video of all the affordable beauty makeup products of 2022 that I discovered and I love. Did you see any of your favorites in this video that you also already have been loving? And if you also have something that you absolutely loved that I did not feature on my channel and that I should really know about, leave me your recommendations in the comments below. I would like to know of your beauty favorites. If you enjoyed learning about my affordable favorites for 2022, make sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss my next video where I share my high-end beauty favorites for 2022. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next videos. Bye.